found Daniel.
This is as far as you go. Many faces have I worn, but this is my favorite by far. You will persist in this folly no longer.
Is this where every one of our comrades actually helps us during this fight?
The stage is set.
Oh. Okay.
Let the curtains rise for the main attraction.
Shiva! Oh no! Oh no! Aha! Made it.
What a boorish audience you are.
Whew. Can't believe I hadn't had a Vuln stack yet.
Lies. All lies. Your dreams, your hopes, your futures. Delusions.
quickly thinks by.
Where'd this bitch gone? Oh no. He's falling over.
My very essence begins to wane. Sweet, sweet agony.
I must slap this hoe.
Leave this to her.
Come to deal the coup de grace.
Yes, actually, I have.
Good. Watching you struggle
You guys are
against
so
the inevitable is
compassionate.
bad comedy. Erase me from existence, soul and all.
Do you recall your days as Hermes?
How would you know that name? Then it was you. In Elpis. With Emet-Selch. The final pieces fall into place. In my halcyon days, as the mortal Ammon, I was haunted by a dream. Night after night, the faceless multitude, the voiceless cries, shards of shattered memories. But slowly, the fog began to clear. This was Elpis. And I was Hermes. Recurring though it was, I paid this dream little heed. It was only when I was granted the seat and memories of Fandaniel that I knew these visions to be true. They were the memories of Hermes that he himself erased using the power of Kairos. Or so he thought. In his attempt to burn away the events of that fateful day, he succeeded only in searing them more deeply into his soul. My soul.
Okay. So...
Death failed to expunge them. No matter how many times it came. Rebirth after rebirth, from one Fandaniel to the next.
It checks out with what we know so far.
Is Emet-Selch adrift somewhere in this ethereal sea? In defeat, finally remembering your time together in Elpis?
Don't bring him up.
How it must gall him to be entrusted with knowledge of the final days, only to be rendered powerless to act upon it. So many lifetimes dedicated to restoring his beloved Amara in blissful ignorance. Oh, folly. But make no mistake. My life as Hermes is not the reason I invited the world's end.
Why did you then?
I have lived. I struggled. I have dredged the very depths of despair. And in the detritus of existence, I found the truth.
Uh-huh.
I served a great ruler, powerful beyond measure. The world his dominion. Yet even he and his vast empire were destined to fall, to become one with oblivion. At the end of life's journey lies only death.
Okay.
So I ask you, why live at all? We betray, we torment, we murder. We are wicked, spiteful creatures, without exception. If life is so sacred, so precious, why fill it with such misery? Man wallows in a hell of his own making without purpose or meaning. To live is to suffer, and I would end that suffering by my own hand. It matters not if it flies in the face of all believed right and just. Death is the only solution!
I do not agree in the fucking slightest.
That is my truth. My answer to the question. And yet, even as the words pass my lips, I am filled with doubt.
You wanted to fight it.
Has my search reached its end?
Those are your last words. Oh, to us. Kind of.
Was this the only way?
To Meteion, even. That was your final words.
After all these years, is this the answer I was hoping for?
Nope.
The lamentations of the damned. How it vexes me to see your conviction falter at the last. Van Dam, still clinging to existence, I see.
Who this?
Oh, you know who this is.
Who champion death so fervently, unwilling to accept your own, refusing to be purified and swept into the sea of souls. As do I. We prisoners to Meteion, watching as the world turns.
I want to say it's the...
Unlike me, you will be spared the ignominy of having your corpse made a puppet.
Yep.
Danced to another
Thought so.
tune.
Is this Asahi?
Yeah.
I mean, he has a right to be pissed.
Oh yeah, very much so.
Yep.
How very astute. But let me be clear, I have not come to consort with the likes of you. Nor have I come to bemoan the state of the world following my untimely demise. In fact, I delight in mankind's downfall and the anguish it brings the savior of the savages. If I played some small part in the chaos, all the better. Not that I was in any position to resist. But to be made accomplice to the betrayal of Lord Xenos. I would die 1,000 deaths to exact my vengeance. Now you are at my mercy. I shall drag us both into oblivion, and you will never see the fulfillment of your magnum opus. Even should you be reborn, your desperate search for answers must start again.
Damn. That's brutal. I choose silence.
Heartless.
Don't try to follow me. I had more of you people than I could stomach in life. Never mind in death.
Likewise, I pray we do not meet again.
You had better hope not.
Come. Hydaelyn is waiting.
Hydaelyn.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Venat, where are you? Oh, flames of truth. We found her.
You got ahead of me.
Brave travelers, I welcome you.
Oh? You definitely look a little different.
I see. Thou didst journey under Elpis.
Indeed we did.
And now,
And here I am.
the rivers of time converge. I know why you have come. Yet I would hear you speak your reasons all the same.
You created the moon to deliver mankind from the final days.
Supposedly,
But is that
yeah.
really how it has to end? We do not wish to abandon this world. We want to protect the source and all of its shards.
I see the next
To
trial.
flee is but one of two paths. The other leadeth to Meteion, far beyond the stars, where she doth chant creation's requiem. Her domain is formed of dynamis, pure, absolute. Where emotion and memory govern all, ether will avail you naught.
Mm-hmm.
Meteion hath gathered the pain and despair of countless stars, and to go unprepared is to go unto your doom.
I believe you.
We'll beat her. We'll win. I swear it. Is what I might have said once. After everything I've seen, all the times I've succumbed to my own anger and fear. I can no longer pretend that courage and faith will be enough. But are we truly so powerless? That our only choice is to flee?
Far from it, my child. Long ago, the inhabitants of myriad stars, many more prosperous than Atheris, sought to free their worlds from life's woes. Sorrow and anger, conflict and hostility, despair, and even death itself. But as Meteion reported, every attempt ended in failure. Darkness abideth within every living being and can never be cast out. Neither reason nor faith can challenge this immutable truth. To live is to suffer. And in suffering, find strength and purpose. And hope? As you have done so many times before. Thou dost pursue an impossible dream, yet knowing this, you pursue it nevertheless. And thou hast learned to depend on others as they do thee. Thy yearning for the power to save the powerless hath ever driven thee to greater heights. Thou hast grown strong.
Definitely not lying.
Though those closest to thee no longer walketh by thy side, their love remaineth thy guiding light.
Oh.
For duty's sake, thou hast been bound by truths unutterable time and time again. Yet thy heart hath never wavered, as thy companions will attest. In thy pursuit of mysteries great, all thou believest is brought into question. Undaunted, thy thirst for knowledge remaineth unquenched. The fires
Estinian.
of hatred that once burned in thy heart burneth no more. From their ashes doth spring the light of love, warm and pure. As witness to black calamity, thou despaired at man's helplessness. Resolved, thou didst unite a distant world on the brink of collapse.
What are you going to say to me?
And thou, my champion, when all did seem lost, thou never abandoned hope. For every trial and every foe that did bar thy way, thou hast proven equal to the challenge, drawing courage from the many bonds forged on thy journey. You have all known despair, and though the end approacheth, you walk on, heads held high. Therein lieth your power, the strength to silence the song of oblivion.
Then there is a means to confront her.
Of course there is.
Yes, if you should prove yourselves worthy.
We are a primal slayer after all.
Hark! Nigh impossible is it to send mortals to the edge of the universe. Should you fail, there will be no second chance. As the will of the star, I ask of you this. Do you possess the fortitude to stand firm when all around you doth crumble? Do you possess the faith to vanquish despair itself? Should you lack the strength to best a supreme deity, I cannot allow you to make the journey. You must leave this star and never return. Prepare yourselves.
Wouldn't be a Final Fantasy game if we didn't kill God, right?
I mean, you killed a lot of gods already.
Straightforward enough. Aye. No room for confusion there. In any case, we've come too far to back down now. I am of the same mind. What power I have, I shall bring to bear.
The three of you seem to be forgetting who we're up against. It's not every day we battle a divine being of untold power.
Oh, that answers
Well,
remix.
not quite every day.
I like this orchestral version with the trumpets and all.
Do try not to get underfoot.
Just wait for the
Needless
battle
to
track.
say, there'll be
Love the
no
vocals.
margin for error.
Let us hold nothing back. For the people of this world and those beyond the rift.
Alas, the question I posed to thee in Elpis hath remained unanswered these long years. I would hear thy response, warrior of light. Shouldst thou emerge victorious?
I love Ishtola.
I am determined.
I, the last of my kind, shall test thee. Come, prove thy worth.
We have 2 sages.
We're near or far.
Oh, right. Stand under. Okay.
And now this.
A stack tank cluster.
Yep.
Okay. Gee, job changed.
Light unyielding.
Okay.
This is
No.
basically Shiva X on steroids.
By blade.
Right, okay. Cross, cool. Getting to
Swear
learn
to
it.
God, I'm farming the balls this time.
So am I.
I mean, it's your first time in this trial.
I'm ignoring the person, like, calling out the tactics because I want to learn them myself. And I'm also not looking at the chat window. Dancer. Alright, in between.
Near or far. Crystals of light. To me.
Oh. Oh!
Here. The song of creation's end. Feel. The sorrow at hope's demise. Think. And find your way in the darkness.
Got them.
Follow your light,
Heck yeah.
or fly, my children, and never look back.
Whew.
Then you are resolved. But this test is far from over. By Crystal's light.
That's a dragoon. Nope, that's a sword. Wait. Wait, no, sword is diagonals. You need to be in the diagonal. Wait, no, inside. What?
Where near or far.
Damn it, I hit the wrong button.
Where high or low.
Ah, away.
Light unyielding. Repulsion eternal.
Oh, okay. Oh, diagonals.
By blade.
Alright, I think we're good. Oh boy. That was an attack.
Where near or far.
Whew. Oh god, tidal waves again. What crystal? Ah. Thought that was something that we might need to break.
Light unyielding.
Oof. think we got it. Whew!
Well done.
Yeah. Easier than Zodiac.
What?
Oh.
Man has the strength to.
No, this can't be happening.
Though my power is in constant flux, I have always kept a reserve for this very moment. It was a true test of your prowess. You have done well.
I think we have as well.
There is one thing I must ask. By sundering the world into 14 shards, the ether of all living beings too was divided. This reduction would in theory allow us to more easily interact with Dynamis. Having seen mankind brought to the very precipice of extinction, you wished for us to develop a means to overcome despair. You believed we had the potential, and sundered all creation to see it fulfilled, to deliver us to that swirling maelstrom of Dynamis in which our foe hides, and grant us the power to defeat her once and for all. Is this not true?
It is as thou sayest. 'Twas the trial to which I subjected mankind, and it hath led to untold bloodshed and suffering. There was no kindness, nor justice in the tragedy I wrought. When confronted with the almighty Zodiac, my only recourse was rend him and the world asunder, that his power be diminished for a time. And so it came to pass. Now you, my chosen, have surpassed my expectations, surpassed me. I entrust the fate of the universe unto you.
It's in
This
good
crystal
hands.
contains the memory of Meteion's passage through the stars. Deliver it unto the Loporrits. They will guide you to her.
I'm happy.
Though they may be capable of crossing great distances, there is a vast difference between traveling to the moon and the furthermost reaches of the great expanse. And unlike Meteion, we cannot simply soar on waves of Dynamis to our destination.
Indeed. To make such a journey would require an astronomical amount of ether. But a solution lieth close at hand.
The Foran's ship.
Of course.
Yes, my child. Ever since I became the will of the star, the ether drawn here had slowly crystallized. They who have answered my call know it well. While I have remained hidden, it hath become the embodiment of the planet's will in my place. A faceless, omnipotent force of nature. The Mother Crystal. Our final hope.
That's got a bunch of power.
Alas, I can do no more. The fulfillment of this task doth fall to you, my chosen. Now, heed these words. Darkness and light, despair and hope. As goeth one, so goeth the other. Become light, become hope.
Do my best.
I have a gift for thee. Come closer.
Uh-huh. I don't like the music fading.
Long have I searched for a means to safeguard the future of this star. Though I knew failure after failure, by recalling thy tales and my promise to thee, I found the strength to carry on. Though the world is ever changing, thy thirst for adventure hath never waned. Thine unshakable resolve never ceases to amaze, to inspire. As a mark of my gratitude, I bestow this final gift. Thou dost possess the crystal of Azan, yes?
Yes.
As Heidelin, I reside over the forces of stasis, tranquility, peace. The laws which impart stability to existence itself. I will weave this self-same power into the crystal, granting thee mastery over matter, to give form to the formless. Use it wisely, or it will not last indefinitely.
Dynamis, right?
As thou hast seen on thy journey through the ethereal sea, souls are drawn to thee. Mayhap this trait will prove to be a boon rather than a hindrance. It is thy hopes and prayers that enable Azam's invocations and give them life. So keep them close. But pray, remember this. When the way forward is hidden, even from the mind's eye, look not to the invocation, but within yourself.
Yes.
These were the words of the crystal's original bearer.
Me.
With that, my work is finished. Fulfill our promise. Right the wrongs committed when the world was yet whole. Silence the song of oblivion. Teach her a brighter melody. Show her our journey is far from over.
We will find our way. Oh, don't cry.
This, I have no doubt, for yours is a light brilliant beyond measure. Long after I have gone, though not even my soul remaineth, my love will be with you forever, my dearest children.
Not crying, you're crying.
Your business with Tataru was finished.
Can you not tell by my armor?
My, what a thoughtful surprise. Whatever would we do without her?
Indeed. And she's right, you know. It hasn't been all doom and gloom.
Are you sure?
Feels like a lifetime ago that Master Louis Soir gathered us together to form the Circle of Knowing. Since then, we have experienced much. But rather than feeling wiser, the more I learn, the more I find my knowledge lacking.
Forsooth. As a student, vainly did I believe that I held the secrets of creation in my grasp. Yet that which I had seized was but an insignificant sliver of what awaited in the wider world. Every encounter, every experience hath served to open mine eyes, enlightening and humbling me in equal measure. Even from those whom I called enemies have I learned many a valuable lesson.
What will we learn at the edge of the universe, I wonder?
Not a lot.
Ultima Thule, where the bringer of the end makes her nest. I, for one, can't possibly imagine. But whatever awaits us there, we will survive. We must. For her.
Marine. You've nothing left to prove not to Reen Norman Filia. But I'm going to go with just make sure you bring enough ammunition.
We've come far together, and if we have aught to say about it, we'll go further still. Aye, we will avert this calamity and return home. In preparation for which, we must give thought to what we hope to achieve after the proverbial dust has settled.
What with the primals and Ascians all but dealt with, I suppose we'll need to look for new hobbies. In all seriousness, though, in uniting to overcome a common foe, the disparate peoples of the world have found a way forward together. It's a truly gratifying sight to see.
But will it last?
Indeed. Though it was many years in the making, we have successfully set in motion the gears of fundamental change. With this, we have fulfilled our humble role as a symbol of hope. And I dare say it is time to bow out. After all, there is no shortage of hands to bear the torch in our stead.
You know, I never really considered I might live long enough to see an after. But even if my time as a scion came to an end, I don't expect that much will change. Traveling the world, going wherever the wind blows, lending a hand to those in need.
A journey for journey's sake. It doth suit thee well. I must confess,
does.
I too have yearned to see more of the world.
You travel
If thou
together.
art amenable to the suggestion, I would accompany thee. Mine ability to affect an air of normalcy through artful disguise is much improved, thou must concede.
Aye. Well, improvement is relative. You still look suspicious no matter what you wear. What of you, Ishtola? Any grand plans?
Be nice to Yuri, Anjay.
Why, continue my quest
What
for
an ass.
knowledge naturally. To begin with, I wish to know the state of the reflections, to which end I must find a means to travel between worlds.
So, yeah, she's going to go back to the first.
Least I must do if I am to keep my promise.
Yep. There she is.
Should my pursuits prove unduly arduous, I won't hesitate to call on you. And in return, I will take you to see Reen one day. I'm sure you cannot wait to see the fine young woman she has become.
Spare me.
And what of thee? What wouldst thou pursue at duty's end?
Don't ask me, Oriancha. You won't like the answer. Wine.
Here's yours. My apologies for the wait.
I have wine.
Well, shall we make a toast? To victory.
This cup's too big for me.
To our comrades.
Sorry guys, I have PTSD when it
future
comes
of
to
the
wine.
star.
Last time I had wine, fucking Nanamo died.
The last time that I had wine, I got poisoned onto the fucking floor.
Oh shit, you're right, that happened too.
I thought the Thancred was flipping me the bird for a moment. This is wholesome as heck.
I know, this was a nice cutscene.
Yeah.
It was like the dinner party in your in-room with Graha and the Borga.
Yeah.
This is one of those where they're just allowed to be people and not heroes.
No. Sleepies. I want to just clap and wake them both up with a shock.
Now I'm gonna sleep next to them.
This is pretty. Cryle!
Oh. Knowing them, they're probably dreaming about the celestial adventures to come.
Ah, that's
Just
adorable.
as well. They've been running themselves ragged of late. Unlike you and the others, I'm a few steps removed from the danger and excitement. The things you all get up to never failed to impress me. But by the same token, I can't help but worry.
Come with us, Cryle.
Not only for your safety, but for your happiness. After everything you've sacrificed, you earned it 1,000 times over.
Clap, wake them up.
From the simple pleasures of tucking into a hearty meal or collapsing into a comfortable bed, to the grand triumphs of visiting legendary lands or finding true love. You deserve all the joy in the world. There is so much that life has to offer, so much to be treasured and shared with those we hold dear. So promise me this. Come what may, you won't give up on your own happiness.
Never. I promise.
When you're out there fighting tooth and nail, it's all too easy to forget.
We'll never
But
do
in
that.
the end, your passions will be your greatest strength of all. Remember that.
I always will.
feels familiar.
You're on the wrong side of it this time.
Well, 'tis good to be... wait. What are you... What am I... Gods, don't tell me I fell asleep.
Not that there's any shame in it, but you were sleeping like babies.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Silly catboy.
Not a word to anyone. Understood? Not one word.
I'm told that sleeping in proper beds of your own choosing is a much more effective way to prepare for battle.
Kryle, you're supposed to bully Alpha, no. Don't try with Alize.
So, what were the two of you doing here?
I had a few books to return to the library. Thought I'd take care of it while I could.
And you?
Nothing in particular.
The double head tilt.
Yep.
Oh. What brings you here?
You idiot.
Ah, so you were worried that the Levier household might again be gripped by turmoil.
I mean, you are heading there. It could be.
All is well, I assure you. In my letters home, I had made mention of Estinian, you see. My mother
You're
wished to meet
introducing
the
your
legend in
boyfriend to the
person,
family, I see.
and so we arranged to have a spot of tea together.
Where were you in my hour of need? Fell beasts I can face, but I'm not made for idle chit-chat with lords and ladies.
Estinian, don't fucking blame me.
Well, I for one thought you held your own. Mother was the picture of delight.
I might have been delighted myself, were we in a tavern with more agreeable drink.
I'm not drunk enough for this
Thought
shit.
of fleeing crossed my mind, but what then? I'd never hear the end of it, least of all from Tataru.
I'm sorry. 'Twas not my intent to cause you such distress. It's just... It was one of the things I didn't want to leave undone ere we set forth. That's not to say I think we won't be returning. Yet, given what lies ahead, I did not wish to leave for later that which I could do today. After all, tomorrow is never promised.
It's not, no.
It's fine. Not like I had better things to do. Besides, seeing you with your mother brought back fond memories of my own. Be we rich or poor, family is family.
No. They being sweet.
Well, it's past time we were on our way.
We don't know anything about Estinian's family, do we?
No, not necessarily.
Wait! Since I left home, I've made a great many mistakes. Mistakes for which I can never make amends. But through it all, you didn't give up on me. To have returned here with you at my side, it means more to me than you know.
Which one of us are you talking to?
Thank you. From the bottom of my heart.
You're welcome.
Forgive me, but it needed to be said.
I'm the one who owes you thanks.
What?
Were it not for you, I
Oh,
would
yeah.
not be alive today, nor come to terms with Nidhogg's spirit. I am ever grateful.
Ah. Counting on you.
I know, and I won't let you down. Together, we'll show the enemy the strength of mortal will.
Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. This music. Ah.
You will never get what you want. Not even the battle you pine for so dearly.
Alizé's words got to him, apparently.
In that transcendent moment, what was it that I sought in you? And what was it that you sought in me?
I sought to defeat you. You fucking fool. Goddamn Xenos is on a goddamn spiritual journey now. Oh god. Final days coming to goddamn Charlian. Hi guys, sorry I'm late.
How often have we thus assembled? To combine our knowledge and seek solutions to the problems before us.
Back at the Waking Sands, it was all we could do to address the most minor of troubles. Who could have realized what we'd find when we began to look to the sources of the realm's woes?
At the Rising Stones, we made great strides and shared many moments. From the joyous to the sorrowful.
Mm-hmm.
We've had occasion to call other places home too.
Why a few?
Be it Ishgard or Kugane, we were fortunate to find sanctuary wherein we might take stock and continue our fight.
Or the Crystarium.
I was honored to host this company in the Crystarium. To stand with you all as we confronted the truth of the star itself.
And now from this place, we go to fight the most important battle of all.
The Forum has sent word. The Ark is ready. The Loporrits naturally will be commanding the vessel. They will see the 8 of you to Ultima Thule.
We will go. And we will destroy the world. Wait. Save the world.
Upon arriving, your objective is to find and vanquish Meteion. As a final formality, the Forum bade me ascertain your resolve. So, are you certain you wish to do this?
100%. I want to take Kryl, though.
We are.
Then, ere you report to Thalmasane, I leave you with these words. You must triumph. What that means will differ for each of you.
I am.
To make it back home, or to simply avert doom, or perhaps something else altogether.
I'm ready.
Yet whatever it is that drives you, I have faith in its power to see you through. So please, triumph.
I will.
Triumph, as we who remain behind believe you will.
We have no choice but to triumph now.
Let us
Just
be
asked
off
us.
Oh.
Look at Tataru, she's so concerned. Can I not give her a goodbye hug?
Both Kryl and I will be there to see you off, but as your receptionist, I feel I need to say this here.
Please clock out your hours.
Safe journey, all of you, and be safe.
Kryl.
Music.
The Final Fantasy main theme couldn't be anything else, right?
But it's the Stormblood version because it's got the drums.
All present and accounted for? Good.
Take us to the stars.
The Ark is ready. All that remains is to board and be on your way.
I've seen my fair share of tight schedules, but this was bloody murder.
Sid, stop complaining. Go to HR.
But we did it. We finished the ship. It's safe, fit for purpose, and looks good to boot. It's a garland.
Stop taking credit.
I really don't know what we'd do without you. Thank you for everything.
They really did just take all the fucking credit, didn't they?
Don't mention it. Ever since that episode with Omega, I've been toying with the idea of star-faring vessels. And as they say, necessity is the mother of invention. We've learned a lot, let me tell you. In case you're wondering about payment, the ongoing existence of the world ought to do. But feel free to throw in a colorful recounting of your journey on your return.
Yes, sir.
So, have you thought of a name?
Ooh, do we get to name the ship?
A name? Wasn't everyone just calling it Father's teeny tiny toy boat?
Well, seeing as its purpose has changed, I thought a more eloquent name was in order. I suggested as much to Fortuno, who seemed quite
he does sound
amenable to the
different. Did
idea.
they get another new voice actor for Sid?
Can we just keep on calling it the teeny tiny
As you
toy
know,
boat?
This vessel is the culmination of heretofore unprecedented collaboration. And though said collaboration is owed to the Scions, there is another whose noble deeds made our work possible. From a fragment of Dalamud, we obtained not only advanced materials such as refined adamantite, but the knowledge to traverse the stars. And this fragment would not have found its way to us had the Archon Louisois not fought to protect this world. And in so doing, laid down his life.
You're right, we should call it the Phoenix.
Now that the vessel stands complete, I cannot help but wonder if it was more than mere happenstance. If it was my father's intention to guide us here. In the hopes that his guidance will see you all safely home, I name the vessel after that self-same fragment of Dalamud he delivered unto us.
What was the fragment called then?
The Starship Ragnarok.
Right, yeah, because that's where you went. Kind of ironic that Ragnarok is going to be the thing delivering us from a calamity.
Sorry for the wait. I got everyone you asked for, and not a one less.
Jesus!
What are you all doing here?
Oh, I invited them. The representatives of those tribes with religious inclinations. You've done a fine job of readying the Ragnarok, but for it to take flight, we'll of course need the power of the Mother Crystal. Given its immense size, however, transporting it would be an absolute logistical nightmare. Not to mention we'd need to shatter it into tiny shards for feeding to the engines.
Are you going to make them summon primals?
But a brilliant idea came to me. We convert the crystal's energy into forms that can transport themselves.
This
Oh
is
my
taking
god.
A very weird turn.
Thou wouldst employ summoning, or should I say its precursor, creation magics.
Ooh, okay.
Care to explain for our benefit?
Please, Urianche, I'm simple.
As you may have witnessed at Bestway's Burrow, the Loporrits are capable of creation magics, which they use to shape the moon's environment.
Wait, the Loporrits are responsible
Although
for
they
those
may
cactars?
seem, 'tis a highly advanced and exacting
Apparently, yeah.
art. To perform it correctly requireth that the wielder holdeth the object in his mind's eye in clearest detail.
Hence the ancients' meticulous management of concepts.
Drawing upon this art, the Ascians conceived of summoning as we know it.
Yep, they
A
did.
derivative that replaceth the complexity of concepts with the simplicity of zealotry to make manifest a creation.
I see. By combining the Loporrit's magics and the tribe's faith, we convert the Mother Crystal into primals of purer form and greater obedience.
Yes.
Summoning as it was intended, one might say.
I like this.
Indeed! While Heidelin gave us the ability to use creation magics, she forbade us from using it to make anything possessed of a soul, or similar. She didn't say anything about fulfilling the desires of others, though. So, borrowing our friend's faith, we'll create deities using the Mother Crystal's power and send them to the Ragnarok!
I want to be pushed along by
Am I
Garuda.
the only one here concerned about the risk of being turned into a tempered minion?
You got the skills for that.
Oh, right, I was getting to that. From what I've read in Sharlayan tomes, it appears the Scions incorporated an additional nasty element into their summoning method. The fervent desire to assimilate others into one's belief. Beings thus created are instilled with the self-same desire and use their powers to enthrall people, starting with the summoner. In contrast, our creation magics, the original and the best, except no substitutes, don't incorporate any of that rubbish, so there's no risk of tempering. I mean, if the being was on the scale of Zodiac, you might feel a little tug, but I think we'll be safe enough.
I don't trust this bunny.
Truth be told, I do not understand the intricacies of this plan. But none of us would ever turn our backs on you. When the avatars of our faith ran amok, you intervened without decrying we who birthed them. Where others vilified and suppressed us, you offered understanding and friendship. In gratitude, we will share with you the true expressions of our gods. Not malevolent deities, but benevolent saviors.
Yes!
Alright, you lot, we're heading to the ethereal sea. Stay in sight, else you're liable to get lost.
Lead the way.
Oh, this is fantastic.
May we have a moment? In anticipation of the day man might journey to the stars, we developed these.
Keycards.
Portable teleportation devices. One for each of you, designed to work in tandem.
Okay.
Press the button on one, and in a matter of moments, all 8 will activate and send their owners back to the Ragnarok.
Okay.
There is no
Okay.
telling what hazards you may encounter. If you find yourself separated or lost, please do not hesitate to use them.
I'm afraid that Alphina will set off his by accident.
Be safe, all of you, and come back.
You as well. I pray you take care.
Looks like everything is in order, so I'll go ahead and board. A few of my fellows will remain to assist with the summonings, but rest assured, the vessel won't want for competent crewing.
If you are ready, then you should board as well. Go. And Godspeed.
Can't wait! Send me to the skies! Please tell me the pudding way is not on the seats right there. Oh god, Sleeping Way. Why is Sleeping Way the pilot?
Welcome to the bridge, everyone! I hope you have everything, because I can't be bothered turning
You're
back.
still looking a bit cross there.
Right then, make Make yourselves comfortable. We're setting off in just a moment.
I looked very surprised.
It's incredible.
Oh.
This is Portiono. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
The preparations for the summonings are complete.
Please can we see the summonings one last
In
time?
accordance with the 14th phase of the plan, we have moved the Ragnarok to the launch site. The gates are open. You may depart when ready.
We are ready.
So, are we ready?
Can I say no? I want to say
As
no.
ready as we'll ever be. Let's get going.
Oh, come on. The burnt-out star's got more fire in its belly. Try it again, with feeling.
Have Alphino do the honors. Hell no, I'm issuing the command.
Engage.
Engage!
At least Sleeping Way's woken up for this. What music? Yes. Hell yeah. God, that looks awesome. Oh boy! Oh yes!
Muggle Mog.
Ramu's doing his best.
That I must carry landwalkers into the sky. I cannot imagine a greater indignity.
Garuda, please, be nice.
Do not sulk so. For thy mighty winds exist not only to buffet and batter. Nay, they may serve also to thrust forth
I
with
love
vigor.
Susan.
Such is thy glory, and thus it is an occasion to rejoice. So come, let us revel!
So long as the wind blows freely, I suppose all is as it should be in creation. I will render unto them a storm, that they may pierce the firmament and fly free!
They improved Garuda's model. Oh yeah!
God, this is so cool.
Yeah, it is.